here at New York Comic Con 2014, sponsored by Marvel Contest of Champions from Kabam. I am the editor of Marvel.com, Ben Morse, joined by my good buddy,
Blake Garris. I didn't know you were throwing to me. When we have Jerry Springer, the man that needs no introduction.
Please don't get up. Thank you so much. That
How are
was
you
all
doing
clean.
today? This is the
I'm
first
fine.
New York Comic Con for
Yes,
you.
yes it is. I just.
but you have been to San Diego before.
Yes, I've been to that one, but I haven't been to this one, and this is huge. This is great.
What's the contrast like between here and San Diego?
People here have an accent.
Yeah, that's true, right?
They all talk like this, you know what I mean? Hey, nice to see you, Spider-Man. Yeah. No, this is good.
So coming to cons like this, what do you come to promote the show, to meet people, to meet fans?
Yeah, I think so. I think a lot of the people that are really fans of this are also happen to be the people who watch my show.
Right.
Which means they're people who need help.
Yeah.
So, no. So our show is crazy. Our show is a circus, and basically our show could be a comic book.
Absolutely. So I'm surprised no one's made a comic yet. And maybe we should talk about that after this is over.
Have they not made it?
Are you serious?
They haven't made it, Jerry?
No, let's do that.
Have you ever appeared in a comic before?
Have I ever appeared in? Yes, on The Simpsons.
Okay. Because we had the Avengers back in the 80s had Letterman in. They went on the Letterman show.
Oh.
So it seems to me.
Well, I don't want to hear that I'm not in the comic book by the end of the year.
Should definitely. This is something we should get going. All
I
right.
think we should get going. This would be great because, look, first of all, my nose. It's huge.
No, it's not.
That could be my secret thing.
I'm right
No,
with you,
I
brother.
touch my nose and I can fly.
Yeah.
Yes, it works.
I think that's
Don't
good.
touch it here because I don't want to go through the glass. But, no, that is unbelievable how this could work.
So-
I should be a
Right,
comic
it
book
makes sense.
character.
It's true.
I
It's like
see, I love
we have a lot of characters like the Collector and the Grandmaster. These are all characters who basically host fights or try to mediate things.
No, because this is all your characters here, right?
Yeah, right.
When they have a personal problem,
That's what I'm
they
saying.
come on this show.
Right.
Perfect.
This would be amazing.
This isn't just a one-shot deal.
When
This
can we
could be
have
an
the meeting?
ongoing.
We'll be right with you.
Yeah.
When can we have this meeting?
You're basically going to end comic books for everyone. You're going to fix all the problems, and then there won't be any
Exactly.
comic books
That's it.
anymore.
When they have a problem, we would have like a comic book show.
Mm-hmm.
And when they have a problem, they come and see me. And then in the end, of course, they break out into a fight.
Yeah.
So you could have all
Oh.
your characters. This would be super.
I think it'd be brilliant. I think it could go for a long time. How many seasons have you been on for?
This is our 24th year.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I'm up on 25.
No,
That's
I've ruined the culture.
Yeah.
No.
But that's something you can really
Don't
stand
agree.
on.
Yeah.
Since you're almost at 25, do you have any big plans? I guess you can't tell
Yeah,
us.
at my age, breathing. If I can be breathing, this is a real success. This is we'll have a celebration. Oh my God, he's moving. No, this will be great. No, I just signed for 4 more years, so yeah. So we'll keep doing that.
Excellent. I actually just watched you the other week on Monday Night Raw.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I say it was a lot of fun. Oh yeah, when the twins, the Bella
Yeah.
twins, they threw me down to the ground, and I
It
looked
was
up.
rough stuff.
Oh yeah, but I looked up at one of them and I said, "You have 25 minutes to get off me." That was the best. That was great.
Since we're at cons and people collect certain things, they're big nerds over things. Do you collect anything? Are you a big fan of something? Do you
I was a nerd without collecting. I just
A lot of
collect
us have
pictures
been
of
there.
myself because that's the biggest nerd I could find. No, I don't. No, I don't. Well, no. When I was a kid, I collected baseball cards, stuff like that.
Did
But
you
no,
keep
I
them? Did you
can't
hold
tell
on
you.
to them?
Well, here's the thing. I had, because I'm really old, I had the whole 1952 set. With anyone who knows anything about baseball cards, know that was the.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the. When they had the first cards of Mickey Mantle,
Sure,
Willie
sure,
Mays,
yeah.
all the
Oh,
greats.
wow.
Yeah, and it's today worth
Yeah.
$30,000
Yeah.
if you have that set easily.
Do you have that set?
My mom threw it out.
I figured that's where we were headed. I figure you're heading over there.
She never liked me. She liked my sister better. No.
We actually had your buddy Steve Wilkos on a little earlier.
Absolutely,
and he
yes.
was telling us about his comic collection that would be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars had he not thrown it out.
Well, when
as
I was a kid, not so much the superheroes, although the one I'm not supposed to mention. But other than that, did you guys? Well, you didn't have Archie comics.
I was huge into Archie.
Oh well, good. Then I
Yes.
can say that I had Archie, which is true. I had Archie.
They're-
comics. But that's because I had this thing about Veronica.
For sure.
Yes.
I think that says a lot about someone. Which are you a Betty or are you a Veronica?
Yeah.
What do you think that says about you?
Well, I was weird because I had them both, and that was the start of my show. It
I don't
was
think
really
that's
the
it.
first time.
Yeah.
It was a comic book. I won't say it. So yeah, Veronica and Betty, God bless them.
Yeah.
Besides,
Go ahead.
besides the show, you are so busy doing so many things. Like you said, you're on Raw. You do all kinds of stuff. Anything fans can check out upcoming with you besides the Jerry Springer Show?
Well, I also do Baggage, the dating game show, and I just got back from Austin, Texas. Starting after the 1st of January, we're going to do Baggage on the Road. It's a dating game show where, you know, you got to choose someone to go out with, except they have to reveal their baggage on the show.
Oh.
Like, for example, what would make you not want to go out with them? Like, I have a comic book collection. That would immediately say, well, I'm not going out with that guy.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a nerd.
Yeah, it's
no,
a challenge.
So, yeah, so it's hard to get dates when you have a
Yeah.
comic book collection.
Very hard.
Okay,
It's
so
hard to
that's
stay married, too.
actually, no, this is not a joke. This is true. As I remember, we taped 300 shows. But one of the shows, actually, one of the guys, when he opened the bag to see what his baggage was, it was that he had this incredible comic book collection, and that was the most important thing in his life.
Yeah.
And the girl said, no, I don't want to go out with you.
Really?
No.
How did he
cold.
give it up? What happened?
No, he didn't give it up. She wasn't that pretty.
No.
So, no, what are we talking about? Okay, so there you go. So I'm doing Baggage, yeah. And then I
We're
do
relying
this-
on you to keep us on track here.
Yeah. And then I do this other show on the Discovery Channel, or ID, Tabloid. It's a crime show.
That's
And then I do the national tour, The Price is
How
Right.
do you fit all this in?
Well, I have a lot of expenses, you know, and I just got
You
to.
just got to do it.
gotta keep working.
Just got to
Where
find a way.
does Baggage air?
Baggage is on the Game Show Network.
Oh, great.
Yeah, and in some cities it's syndicated, but it's basically on the Game Show Network. And Tabloid is on Investigation Discovery. It's one of the Discovery networks. And when I do The Price is Right, that's the live tour. So I do that in theaters and casinos across the country. This summer I was in Branson, Missouri for
Right.
8 weeks and did the show there.
You have done everything. Is there anything
Nothing
you
well.
want to do?
Well, I'm trying to find something that I can do well.
It's better to do everything than to do, just one
anything
thing
well.
That would get boring after a little
Well,
while.
I think you have a point.
Yeah.
I must have. I didn't realize that's what I was doing.
We can
but I'm
smell
doing
our
it.
own.
Is there anything
Yes.
you haven't done that you'd like to do next?
I'd like to be king.
Nice.
Well, I was born
You're
in
already
England.
mayor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's true. But I was born in England, and I left England when I found out I couldn't be king. Now I come to America, I found out I can't be president. I mean, what's that about?
It's really weird. It seems unfair.
Yeah.
Well,
Is
listen,
that-
we're
Yeah,
oh,
go ahead.
you-
No,
you
no,
speak
go ahead.
before me.
Look at the size of this crowd. This is great.
Guys, we're winding down. This was seriously an honor
This is
having
awesome.
you on the show.
Oh, you guys are great. Thanks for having me.
Where can people follow you online? Where can
I don't
they
want
find
them
more
following me. What are
information
you,
about the
stalking me? I don't know online. What do I, you know? I have a flip phone, for God's sakes. What are you talking
Oh.
about?
We have
online?
what is it? Springer TV is the Twitter.
Oh yeah, we have that. What do we
Jerry
have?
Springer TV.
Jerry Springer
Yes.
TV
There we go.
dot. What do you say?
Com.
Dot com.
Springer TV is the
Yeah.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have a party line telephone.
I think that's great.
No one knows what
I
I'm
like
talking
flip
about.
phones.
I'm going to look it up afterwards.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah.
I'm
No, what
excited.
you did, it's just a phone, and you plugged it into the wall, but not everyone had their own phone. This is
Right.
when I was a kid. So we had a party line, so that you had like 10 people
Like a bunch of people
had the
call in.
same number,
that's
and when you picked it up, you know, if someone was on, you hung up. It was the honor system. But yeah, we shared a phone. And then we had smoke signals.
Yeah.
Yeah, just...
What better way to end our interview than that? We are here at Marvel
Yeah.
Live. We greatly appreciate
Yes, this
Jerry
was
Springer
Thank you
amazing.
very much.
Jerry Springer.
Guys, we'll be back with more stuff for the rest of the afternoon. We wind down Marvel Comic Con. This is Marvel Live from New York Comic Con 2014.
There's going to be a lot of firsts here tonight, and